Well, is there any words of advice that you could give me to our first job, which is making a podcast slash YouTube channel called Seven Man Job?
Right. The pursuit of the 7-man job?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could beg your brothers.
You have brothers too.
Right.
What makes you think me begging is going to help?
No, I know. Right. Yeah.
So what do I do? Do I have to pay them?
You might have to pay them. I mean,
Is it just a hopeless cause?
yeah, I think it's going to probably ultimately be a lost cause. Yeah.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Is this Pom? Is it? Oh, is it? This is Mom.
This is Mom. Mom is sick.
Oh, sorry you're not feeling good, Mom.
I'm not feeling good, no. Sorry, how are you?
Oh
Merry
gosh. Yeah, Merry Christmas. I think I told you I was sick a couple weeks ago. Probably had the same thing.
Yeah. Did you have COVID?
I don't think so. I think it was well, I know it was a sinus infection. I don't know what all caused it, but the sinus infection really beat me up.
That's
So.
how mine started. I was pretty sure I had a sinus infection. And it quickly evolved into, because I was sneezing and coughing and, runny nose and the whole bit. So I figured, I have a cold.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. It gets to everything. This is probably a bad time to tell you that I'm currently recording our conversation.
Oh gosh. Just don't use it.
Yeah, I was calling for a couple things. I was hoping to find you in good health, but
Yeah, me too, but I'm not, so that's the way it is.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, this will make you laugh then. Hopefully, make you feel better. I am recording this, and
you're not gonna use it.
I will edit out perhaps certain elements.
You'll edit out every part that you can't hear me. But you do whatever you want, Lulu. I'm sure it'll be just fine. Which I did, by the way. Watch all your podcasts, and yes, number 2 was the coffee one.
Yeah, the editing one.
Yes.
Yeah, that was funny. So two things I wanted to ask you about it was the next episode for Palmcast tonight is going to be we're on Christmas break right now, but we're making an episode that is like dog related because one of the clubs we have at school is called Pause for a Cause, and they sort of like help dogs and stuff. So I was like, okay, let me do like a dog episode. So I wanted to ask you to send like maybe a video of the Gooseman and Laney or something. Like it doesn't have to be long, but just like a little clip of them playing or something.
Well, do you still have the one of them playing in the snow?
Maybe, but that one was kind of far away. Like,
Oh,
you know
you
what I
want
mean? Like, yeah, just so you can kind of see them a little better. And I actually think I have one where Lainey is like a really tiny puppy, which I might use.
yeah. I think I have one of her licking the chicken pan.
Yeah, if you want to
Uh,
send like a little clip over, I'm gonna put like a montage of different people's pets. I might actually go up and see John later in the week, and
oh,
if I do, then I'll get his dogs.
yeah. Well, then you can't do it tomorrow if you're gonna put his dogs.
No, the
Like
Chris,
if.
this is later. This is for January later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
no, the Christmas special is something else. It's different. That's already been done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll be good if you're seeing John. Have you talked to him yet, or is he staying home? Or
He's staying home. I just texted him and the New York contingent just to see what they were up to. I mean, Michael and Jim are working, so um,
Christmas Day?
no, I think they have off Christmas, but I'm not gonna be able to get up there for Christmas anyway. So
Okay. Well, Michael, yeah, only has Tuesday off, and then he's back to work.
yeah, so I'm gonna try to see him, but probably on Friday.
Uh, I
But
hope so. Yeah, that'll be good. What are they doing Christmas Day? Anything?
I have no idea.
Any of them? No. Oh.
No.
Well, I don't know. Michael, yeah, who knows? I won't think about it.
Yeah, so we're doing the episode for the dogs. So send me Lainey and a goose clip maybe, and then
Yeah. You're on speaker, by the way, and Joe just walked in.
yeah, you're on speaker too.
Oh, okay.
You're on you're gonna be on YouTube soon too. So
Oh, Jeffrey.
so here's the funny part. This is gonna be hilarious. I pretty much just decided as like a Christmas inspiration that I'm ready to make 7-man job.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'll be nice.
So so that's happening. So this is gonna be part of it too, I guess, is like the only way I figured I could do it is, you know, through phone calls. So I'll basically just phone call the guys, and that's how it's gonna work. Is just, there'll be a certain job that I'll make up or come up with some kind of family thing. So I think the first job is like, how do we make a 7-man job podcast, basically, when our situation being what it is. And then I'll just kind of get in touch with each one of them and be like, kind of what I'm doing with you right now, and just get their opinion. And then I'm gonna ask them to even send like little videos of themselves for like, to make like an intro scene, and maybe take like so I could put up a picture like if they're talking or something like that.
Oh, Jeffrey, I think that'll be very funny.
It'll be hilarious. The chances of certain brothers being on board with it is pretty close to zero, but I think I can still play that in. It'll like add the drama of like, when are they gonna, let's say if one of them is like, no, I'm not gonna do that, then it'll be the drama of like, they don't, only in season 2 do we finally get a full 7-man team. You know what I mean?
Dad just walked in. So you want to say hello to him?
Oh, that's Michael.
Yeah. What's up, Pops?
I couldn't get to my phone fast enough.
So he gave up and switched over.
Hey, Ray. Good. I'm going to turn this on, Joey, and give it my...
Mom's making it out, Brad.
Good. Enjoy it. Sorry she's not feeling good. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm alright. Yeah, no, Mom's been sick for quite a few days, actually.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I was calling to say Merry Christmas, first of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, I was telling Mom I'm gonna use some dog footage for one of the Palmcast videos, and then even best of all,
Famous. Yes.
finally today's the day. I just had the inspiration, and I don't know how it's gonna work, but I'm gonna make 7-man job.
You're gonna make what?
7-man job. It's the famous TV show I've been trying to make for years now.
Oh no, I didn't know this. I didn't know you. Your inspiration, 7-man job.
Yeah.
What's it like?
Seven-man job basically works like this. There's some job that needs to be done. Doesn't matter what it is. And then I get in touch with one of my brothers, and I'm like, dude, I got this job. And then it turns out, he doesn't know enough or can't help enough, and it's like, oh, I better call someone else. And it always turns up into a 7-man job where like all 7 of us get involved somehow. And then probably inevitably, like, you or a mom is like the deciding factor of some decision or whatever. I'm not exactly sure how it plays out, but the point is 7-man job is the 7 brothers working on a job.
Is it gonna be like a weekly sitcom or what?
I don't think I have the ability to do it so frequently. I think I'm gonna start with honestly like a monthly installment.
Well, you gotta tell them this part is always what?
What about Jim?
Stupid. The idea is stupid.
No,
What's Jim's role in the show?
There's no roles. It's just it's gonna play true to form. I'm sure when I call him and tell him that I'm filming 7-man job, he's probably gonna say he doesn't want to do it. That's my guess.
Or it's a dumb idea.
Oh, he's been telling me that from day one.
Something.
So it'll be funny to see their first reaction to it. Because the first job is, hey, how do we make 7-man job work? So.
I don't know about all this. Talk about hate.
Yeah, I just spoke with your agent. She said it was fine.
I see.
There you go.
Well, they played a G-Man today, and they turned it into a must-win situation. These Eagles.
No, yeah, they play him tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow they're playing on Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas Day.
Oh, so we'll be on TV then.
Yeah, it's on Fox. And it is a must win because if we lose, it's all over.
Well,
Go Giants!
well, that's what I told Mom. Playing the Giants twice, a division team who's been playing a little better lately. They don't like the Eagles. It's not a good recipe.
No, it's a recipe for disaster, especially the way we've been playing. So, I mean, I feel like we still should be able to beat them up, but you never know. It's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, that's what Matt said. They got some new Italian quarterback now, and it's like Linsanity all over.
It is like Linsanity. I don't think he's not doing that well, but he is good. He's a good little player, and it's fun. We're all rooting for him here because he's like a Jersey kid. He went to I think he went to Don Bosco Prep, so he's like a local kid, and he's hilarious. He's like a typical like Staten Island kid. He's 24. And he's like living at home, and he's like, "Why would I leave? My mom does the laundry and makes me chicken cutlets." I'm like, it's like yeah. So he's just like a local hero. I don't know when the first 7-man job. Probably, I don't know, the end of January or something would be my guess, but we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna get to the 7 men, Pops. I don't know if all the brothers are gonna jump on, but. That'll be the tension of like season 1.
They want it from Old Town.
Yeah, for sure. At least one will. I know that. But
All right. Well,
so
take it easy.
all right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Mommy, make sure you send those a doggy video. Maybe if they get a new toy for Christmas or something, or I don't know.
All right, up close.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha.
Okay. All right. Love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah.
All right. Merry Christmas. Bye.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm just living life. I got to give you full disclosure. You're being recorded.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah. I decided.
Are you into like investigation?
No.
Like recorded phone calls?
Well, I probably am being recorded too, but I'm recording myself as far as I know of. Maybe other people are too, but no, I'm making 7-man job. It's happening. The show, you know.
I know the idea.
So yeah, I just was getting ready, and I was like, I had a Christmas inspiration. I said, I could do it. I think I can do it. So the first job is how to make a 7-man job when we're all spread all over. So
Yeah.
so I said, I can just do phone call conversations, and we can just sort of discuss it, and then, depending on the topic or whatever, I'll implement the advice that you guys give or something or whatever. So so
I don't know how that could go wrong.
yeah, exactly. So you also have to send me like a little clip of yourself, like.
That's not gonna happen.
No, it is. It has to
You're gonna have a
happen.
hard time getting that to happen from these 7 men.
Oh, for sure. Well, I know there will be one holdout for this entire first season, but that's gonna be the drama.
There'll be more than one holdout.
Yeah, definitely. Well, at least one for sure.
I can think of 2 that you have no chance of ever getting a recording off of for anything ever. So.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
No,
so.
3. I think of the
I know. Don't think too hard because the number is increasing, but.
They dwindle quickly.
Which is like, that's how it's gonna be. I think each episode is gonna, I call the first guy and it's like, hey, I got this job. Can you help me out? And then it turns out, oh, we need another guy. And then inevitably it's a 7-man job. But of course there's difficulties, there's friction. So, I got to call mom and dad. And then,
I don't think there's gonna be friction. I think there's gonna be voids.
Yeah, that's
I think
nice.
it's gonna be the opposite of what causes friction.
That's true. It'll be completely smooth. I don't even know who to call next, but.
Yeah, good luck with it. I'd go for the youngest. You might be able to poach him into something.
Yeah, there's really not strength in numbers. It's not even gonna help me, but at least it'll build up my own confidence.
Yeah, no, I'd start with the one that won't shoot you down immediately. Or just ignore you altogether, like you don't exist.
Yeah. So,
Because that's coming, I promise you that.
something deep down inside tells me like there will be a Christmas miracle, but then like slightly deeper than that. No,
No, that's not true.
I just know that's not true. And like I said, season 1 is like team building. Season 1 is like the drama. Like, oh, there's not even 7 men. Like, how can it be a 7-man job?
There's not 7 men. There's, I think, 2.
2, maybe 3. I think I can get a couple more, but
I'd love to know who you think you're getting. Because if you ain't talking about the youngest, then I don't think we're thinking the same thing.
yeah, I think Michael's in for sure.
Beyond
But
that, I think you're going to have a tough time.
there's no way it can't succeed. Even with the difficulties, but that's the whole point, man. I mean, that's what.
I mean, yeah, what good show doesn't have the drama in it,
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
It makes me laugh, and the whole point of me doing any of these things is I'm laughing the whole. If I'm laughing while I'm editing it, I'm like, it's worth it. I don't care. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
speaking of that, I was just talking to the old man about the Eagles, and this is a bad situation. Because there's a high percentage chance we lose on Christmas Day to the Giants.
I don't think there's a high percent chance we lose to the Giants, but
There's a
our,
there's a chance.
there's a chance. I wouldn't say it's a high chance.
You
I mean,
you
I guess
really
we'll see.
what drugs are you taking where you feel all of a sudden this confidence in our team?
First of all, it's not that I have a huge confidence in our team. It's the fact that we're playing the Giants.
Right.
Like, why are we all of a sudden going to pretend the Giants aren't good?
People are riding high on the DeVito train. He's huge in Staten Island right now. He's huge.
Oh, trust me, I know all about freaking what do they call him? Not Tommy Cutlets. Yeah, I know all about Tommy Cutlets.
I actually never heard that, but I was literally just telling Dad, like, the reason he doesn't move out of his house is because his mom makes him chicken cutlets and does his laundry. Like, why would he leave? Listen,
Too sweet.
so what's the big takeaway for 7-man job here? Is just cross my fingers. I mean, what do I do?
I mean, in my head, zero. A flat out 0% chance you get anything more than 3 of the 7 kids on board, and that's yourself included.
Right.
Any
Yeah.
feedback from any of them. So I'd say 3.
Right.
So if anything more than that happens, it would be a miracle.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. It's the drama.
Merry Christmas.
All right, man.
When do you got time off? You got to come out here. We got a new house. We need a house blessing. We need things.
I know everybody's got things. I'll be out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is that, Nora?
Yeah.
Nora, are you going to be the first one on my TV show?
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, I don't entirely know either, but Uncle Jeff is going to make a TV show on the computer with all of your dad and his uncles, and it's going to be called 7-Man Job.
What do you think about that? What do you think?
I still do not get it.
Trust me, Nora. That's
You
we're all
still
on the same page there.
you still don't get it?
All right. Well, here, say bye-bye. Say Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Merry Christmas. Not that we would accomplish it, but we could figure out how to do it.
Oh, wait, you won't do the supply the manpower.
Right. Well, not right away. Eventually, yes. I want us 7 brothers to like have a HGTV style, show where we could actually do the jobs. Right now, we're just gonna sort of coach people through how to do the jobs.
Right.
So you put the success of the show as a whole, meaning it'll probably fold sooner than later, at 0.1%.
No, you're gonna. Well, I think it's gonna be taller to get all your brothers on a job because I can understand why they wouldn't want to work with you. Apparently this is your brainstorm.
Yeah, it's been my
Somehow.
brainchild for many years. And they've known about it for a long time. And now it's coming to fruition. And you give it a 0.1% chance.
Well, I mean,
Not really, because so the first season is going to be the drama of people like waiting to see, like, will my brothers join in, or how many. That's season 1, so that's going to be
well,
successful no matter what.
could we do an over and under because I suspect you're gonna probably get. Matthew will go on board because
Matt's already in.
Forget
Matt's in.
He's sort of a poor guy. All right.
He has a family to feed, so he's got to... you know.
Maybe Michael.
I think Michael will be in.
And after him, John. But I mean,
I think John will do it. I'm gonna see him tomorrow.
Maybe you could pay them.
Well, I can't really because we're not making money right now. But what do I do? Do I have to pay them?
You might have to pay them. I mean,
Is it just a hopeless cause?
Yeah, I think it's gonna probably ultimately be a lost cause. Yeah.
Okay. Somewhat messy, somewhat clean. Yeah.
So should I tell him to go to the sign, or it'll be fine for him to just be blocking it for now? Not that I think I'm gonna be here too long.
Yeah, no, that's all right for now. Kendra's at work till 5.
Should be long ago.
It shouldn't be. So yeah, I still got your statue, Ted.
Yeah. You know, so who's here, Reggie? Who's here?
You hear him?
Is it Uncle Michael?
What's it?
Is it Uncle Michael?
Get up. Hey. Oh, you're a big dark dog. Come back in.
Who is it, Reggie?
What
Oh,
the
it's
heck is
Uncle
this?
Like this. It's some sweet footage of the eclipse, man.
Thanks, bro.
We're also.
What's up?
That's what's up. We're gonna be in a bit of a trouble.
No trouble?
Some trouble. There's certain members that we're about to have lunch with that are not gonna be part of 7-Man Job, I'm afraid. At least not in season 1. And you think 7-Man Job is dumb?
It's fun to watch. Depends on the person being interviewed.
I know, but that's the whole point. Like,
Shaquille O'Neal did it.
right. Why we're here.
That's not why.
Well, that's true, but it's a big part of why we're here. 7-Man Job is something I dreamed up years ago, and I don't remember when or why. I may have mentioned it to you because it really was a long time ago, and I wanted to. My first plan was to write a book first about how we created a show called 7-Man Job. Meanwhile, we wouldn't have actually created the TV show, but then the book would be like telling the story of how it happens, so kind of like manifesting this reality, and then hopefully that would actually make us be able to make the show. Anyway, so but the show it's just the 7 brothers and 7-Man Job working on a specific job. So my idea was that it would be like a probably like a manual labor or whatever. But now, given that I'm doing it on YouTube, it's kind of morphed into, since we're all over, it'll be not a physical job because we can't all work on it together, but I'll just get your guys' advice on like, how do you do this thing, or do you know somebody who could help me do this job, whatever the job is. So
Thank you.
The current job is, how do you make a show called 7-Man Job on YouTube? So that's what I'm doing. So I'm basically asking like each one of you guys individually, like, hey, will you help me do this show, or do you want to be a part of this show? So Matt said yes right away. Michael said yes right away. Jim,
I don't know if I was asked.
we kind of volunteered you, but you did say yes. I filmed you saying yes.
I don't know about that.
What do you think? I will write the book.
But I think the idea about the book is actually really cool.
Yeah, for sure I am going to do that. Yeah, it'll be the making up. But even there, you say that's a good idea, but one of the chapters is going to be John. No, that's the whole point. Like, it can't just be, I see it, like, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's 7-Man Job. And then in each episode,
It could be a short chapter.
it could be a short chapter, but like, I would like it to be like your real likeness. Like, I could make up a chapter and be like, oh, here's John, but I can't really talk about him because he doesn't want me to. You know what I mean? And I make something up. It starts out like, oh, I come across this job, or one of us has this job, and then you call another brother and you're like, hey, like, can you help me with this thing? And then at the end of the conversation, you're like, oh man, this turned into like a 3-man job. And at the end, it's a 7-man job. You know what I mean? So that's basically and the rest writes itself. You just once you come up with a job and then you have that premise, it just happens. In my mind.
Yeah, that's not proven yet with Hardcore Paper Cut and Sweet Cheeks.
That was a big piece of the puzzle.
I got all the kids hyped, got their brains churning.
Hardcore Paper Cut lives on.
The day that Jeff told them about my YouTube channel, I blew up like 500 subscribers overnight. I woke up to a lot of notifications. I was like, this is strange. Yeah. And
that-
I
that's
could
why-
tell it was all like middle schoolers commenting and stuff too. So I was like, what's happening?
Not middle schoolers, high schoolers,
Well,
but
yeah.
freshmen, which are just
Yeah.
as bad.
Just about middle schooler.
But that's why, like, there's half a chance of success with this. It just shot out at and you just heard him yelling, ah!
That's funny.
Yeah.
I have a crisp hundo.
Do we want to do bills? Yeah.
Here, we'll do $75, which is like 25%. Is that acceptable?
Yeah.
And then
I can calculate tips in my head too.
it's easy.
It is easy.
Jim, you're my math guy, by the way. If we ever have a math job,
It's not easy for everyone.
The decimal multiplied by 2.
I know how to do tips easily. That I can. That's the only thing I know how to do. Literally. Here's the city. This is good.
We'll be in the mood to have like pizza. I'll get like pizza and tacos. It's gonna last me like 3 days.
John, look, listen. Are you in or out?
I love it.
Tell me, are you in or out?
In, you're in. Come
In
on.
parts.
In parts.
In parts.
Spirit and team all the way.
Right.
In focus and shot, probably not.
I'll take it.
Love it.
This is the big one here. Well, one of the big ones. There's only 2 left. So we'll see. We'll see how this is going to work. Might be working. Might have to try again.
Hello?
Yo!
Are you? Oh, yeah, that was, how long you been calling?
I just dialed you.
Oh, that was good timing. Apparently my ringer's off. I just happened to walk by.
See? It's all meant to be. There's some kind of serendipity happening here.
I was gonna say kismet, but serendipity works too.
I was gonna say Providence, but I thought that might be pushing it.
I think kismet is just Jewish Providence, but
Right. That's Jewish? I was gonna say Arabic.
I think it's like a Yiddish thing, but I could just
Okay.
But in my mind, it was always Yiddish.
It doesn't sound Yiddish to me.
I know, and you're the expert.
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I thought I really made you verklempt.
You did. No, my phone, I don't know. It's doing something weird, but
All right, phone's going weird.
it appears to be working. Well, I couldn't tell if the mute was on or off, and what I thought was on was apparently off, and
Yes.
vice versa.
That's been happening to my phone a lot too. I don't know what that's about. So you doing 7-man job?
I couldn't tell you that because I'm not exactly sure what that encompasses.
Okay, that's totally fair. It's simple. It's really
I highly doubt that.
it's simple for you.
Eh,
It will for you. It'll be at the end of the day. Here's your executive summary. Probably a phone call, something like this, like 5-10 minutes once a month. That's the foreseeable future. There's a high likelihood that after this month, it's just over. I'd stop doing it. But
yeah, that seems reasonable.
that could be. Then we're gonna start talking about full. At that point, I'll have full film crews, and it'll just be like actual shot episodes. But
What are you talking about, man?
I'm talking about 7-man job. What are you talking about?
Like, what is that? You have a full film?
Don't say that like you don't know. I've been talking about this for years.
Yeah, in regards to, like, construction.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm not building anything. I'm not going to be part of building anything. What are you talking about?
No, and that's the thing. It's that I think originally, yes, it started with, oh, we'll be like building a house for mom. And then the punchline is, but instead we made a home. So yeah, it was like construction of a house. But that's not, it has evolved into, there's just jobs. And the job could be anything. And the first job is, well, how do you make a show called 7-Man Job when you have really no way of doing it? So this is the first episode. That's the first job.
That's very meta, Jeff.
I know. So.
Also, are you recording me right now? Because Michigan is a 2-consent state.
Yes, I meant to disclose to you that you're currently being
This whole thing's been
recorded.
illegal.
Well, if you consent to it now, then I can salvage it. Otherwise, it'll be a badly edited video. But that's basically it. And so I talked to mom and dad first. I talked to Matt. He put the chances at 0, basically, of class participation.
Yeah, seems likely.
Well, the odds have been beaten. I did kind of agree with him, but I was like, nah, Michael will definitely. I felt pretty good about John for sure. I had if I was gonna bet, I would bet on you participating in some way. The last person I'm talking to is gonna be the hardest, for sure. But I have hopes.
Yeah, you're doing the old it's a Hollywood maneuver, Jeff. You get everybody else involved, and then you can say, "Oh no, you're the last one."
Oh, yeah, like a production. Yeah, like getting the cast together.
Very Hollywood.
Well, I did not plan it that way, because that's part of my charm is that I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, what's that? I think according to Robert Moses, he did that. I think that was called whipsawing.
Hit him with the whipsaw.
He took it a step further where he would lie to each party and say, "Oh, he's already in. They're just waiting on you," and then go to the other person. "Yeah, they're already in. They're just waiting on you."
And I knew Michael would do it, which he did right away. John agreed to it, and I think in his words, like in spirit, in teamwork, definitely, but very limited if any, camera appearance.
Yeah, I can hop on that.
Right. So that's it. And Jim gave a strict no camera, no bio, no information will be
He is
shared.
the gray man.
What's that?
Are you familiar with the concept of the gray man?
Vaguely, yeah. It's like an internet thing, isn't it?
I mean, it sure lives on the internet, but the real life thing is you live your life in such a way that you leave no trace.
Right. So yes, I have heard of that.
Is the gray man.
Well, he's the gray goose.
No, it fits perfectly.
Yeah. So yeah, and I told you he consented to me, which was funny. It was his suggestion. I wish I got it on camera, but I didn't, of him saying it. But yeah, he consented to me drawing a caricature of him to use. So I kind of came up with the left-handed volleyball spike, like the gray goose eject shot kind of thing. I don't know how you figured these things out. I'm assuming it was a serious grind you went on. Studying.
No, just broken brain.
Broken.
Just the things that you remember, you know.
But there's no way. It's not like you could remember it. How did it get into your head? Is my point.
Well, you watch a movie, you see the credit, and you remember the guy's name. Or you hear people talking about it, and you remember.
You don't, though. That's the thing. You don't.
And it blew my mind. I think Michael's talking about The Office or something, maybe. And he didn't know any of the people's names.
Right.
Like, you just watched 8 seasons of this. How do you not know a single actor's name?
Well, I can sympathize because I'm probably closer to his reality than yours.
You know James Roday. You can tell me everything about him.
Oh, I could tell you everybody on Psych. But that's different. That's because I'm a psycho. That I chose.
Right. It's an active choice.
Yeah. But if I'm just watching a show or a movie, there's no way that I'm like committing to memory the people. Yeah, okay. Well, look, this is productive. I mean, you're in. So
all the way.
So
anything for you, brother.
Hey, thanks. That means a lot. It might not mean much because really it's on the cusp of being like, you know what? I really don't have time for this.
Oh, you definitely don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Really just bro out.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I can't say that seriously.
Bro down, ho down situation.
Seriously with a straight face. But yeah, it's a bro down, ho down. Is the goal. Is the ultimate goal. That's the 7-man job, you know what I'm saying? That's why our slogan is... Whoa! He either purposely hung up on me and didn't want to hear the slogan, or he had to go to work, or his phone messed up. You ready?
I'm ready.
Your biggest job is your family.
That's great, man.
Thanks for the sincere reaction.
Oh, that's great, man.
It's a work in progress. I also have a...
And it's true.
It's true.
Well, no, my initial reaction was it makes it sound like, it's like difficult. Which I guess it could be.
Right. It's multi... It's got a lot of layers. It's an onion kind of thing.
Right, yeah. The entendre, yes.
Yeah. So... It's a work in progress, but that's what I'm going with right now. I got a guy working on a jingle. I came up with like a little lyrics for like the intro song.
Well, yeah, hopefully you surround yourself with talented people.
All right, this is the big moment. This is the last one. I got to give a call to the last brother, see if he's going to be in for the 7-man job. So, let's see what happens. I'm gonna give him a call. I got my game day hat on. My Monsignor Farrell Lions hat on to see what's going on, and to get me ready for this big moment. This is the last one. Here we go. Let me look up Joe. He should be off of work. I'll give him a call. We're doing this live. He doesn't know I'm calling. So let's give it a shot. Looks like we might not get him. Alright, we're gonna have to try again, I think. Hello. There we go. Yeah, here's the pictures I have on my wall. It's a great picture of my first communion. My mom and my other mom, the Blessed Virgin Mary. There's little baby bro. There's my dad. I love that picture. I think he was really about to hit me. And then this one's great. This is kind of iconic. Top left, you got Big John in descending order there. There's Joe, Jim, aka the Grey Goose. I know this is probably more camera time than he ever wanted, but then you got me in the bottom left. You knew that. And then Matt, he's the one with all the kids. And Mark's there at the bottom. And he's got a beautiful mustache now. Anyway, yeah, that's a great picture of all of us. Now, this is the photo album. Haven't opened it in a long time. Trip to Lourdes. My mom there next to me with some of my buddies. And there's the baby pictures. Assuming at my baptism. That one's famous. I'm always getting stuck in the table, supposedly. I think that was, people put me in there and blamed it on me. Yeah, we grew up in the country, upstate New York, about 2 hours north of the city. You can see it's beautiful. Sort of grass everywhere and everything. There's me doing my best Chris Farley impression, which is nice. That's a nice one. Me and the young bros. That's me in the bottom right, which is, that's great. That was my best buddy, Doug, when I was a kid. Me and Matt, I guess. I was stole his bottle. On the bus to school. I was a basketball star. Still am. By which I mean I never got off the bench. Yeah, that's about the reaction you should have when you see something like that going on. And I had the classic ghost costume, just throw a sheet over. They were looking good as Wolverine and everything. There's me, Miss Ham. It was like grade 4. Went to a small school, Weepatuck Elementary, then Weepatuck High School, public school the whole way. There's that famous picture again. That's the one I have up. That never gets old. Bunny ears, come on. Again, me and my buds at school. Oh man, I remember some of these. A lot of these I don't, but I guess that's what pictures are for. Again, there's that famous communion picture. Well, it's famous to me anyway. And my buddy Andrew, used to pal around with him a lot. Lives in Texas now. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about being a priest at that time till I was about 15 or whatever. It's kind of a normal kid, you can see. Played football, had my favorite spot on the sideline, you know. It's it's all self-explanatory, you know. Pretty normal life. I remember that tournament. The headband, armband, one high sock. It's really unfortunate for the AAU travel basketball. Shout out to Coach Pete Stevanovic. He really helped our basketball team. I will say that. Really, everything I know about basketball, I pretty much owe to him. So I do give you a lot of credit, Pete. Thanks for that. Prom. And this is where we grew up. I think that's Connecticut. We lived right on the border, Connecticut, New York. As you can tell, really nice places. It was one of my cars as a kid. And then that's the Valley. That movie, How Green Is My Valley? My valley was pretty green. On top of the Empire State Building. Now I live in Staten Island. This was me coaching basketball during college. And then in college, still played some sports, but I was already really thinking seriously about the priesthood at this time. It's in a formation program. It's Franciscan University of Steubenville. Shout out to a very great college. That was me being happy of being on the bench and injured from all my college baseball career, but there's my old college buds in front of the Vatican. It's a good sign. But then, me and the church had a real love affair at that point. There was no looking back. It's not like it was easy, but it was pretty certain. Still love good stog once in a while. That was Little Italy. Shout out to Father Ken Scenic. Thanks for helping me through college, get formation. And this is me as a seminarian, getting ready to Father Luke Sweeney. You helped me a lot. He came to college and sort of made sure that I was thinking about being a priest in New York. Father Chenanti, Bishop Colachico, Father Graby, a lot of my friends helped me. People I looked up to helped me to become a priest. Obviously, my family was first and most important, and then came the big day. We got ordained. Yeah, I'm not going to go through all these CDs, but there we were. It was the right before ordination, I think. And then these are pictures as a priest. Now we're in the priestly era. My first parish in Yorktown Heights. And weddings, baptisms. It's all good stuff. My beard was shorter back then. Didn't have as much white hair in it. I was crazy. I was alternately shaved, not shaved. Mass on top of a mountain. Hiking. I think that was in Fatima on pilgrimage. And my buddy getting married down in Tennessee. And that kind of, more or less takes you up to now. So that's it. Now you know about the 7-man job, where it's coming from, where it's not where it's headed. Nobody knows that. Yeah, so that 7-man job. Figured I'll introduce my family, do some pictures that I had, you know, looking at those old pictures. I saw, you know, from when I was baptized, received First Holy Communion, and then, you know, raised with my my 6 brothers for a while. It was you know, I have 3 older brothers, 3 younger, and then little baby brother came along like 7 years later, I think. So that that rounded us out. It got us to the 7-man team. So ever since then, we've been the 7-man team, and you know, now we're spread out. We're in half of us are in Michigan, half of us are in New York, and the family's grown. You know, we have my nieces and nephews. We got my sister-in-law Gloria, and them all my, you know, spiritual family. Once I became a priest, it's the whole world became my family. So anyway, you know, it was nice to look through the old photos and kind of, I don't know, start over. So not start over, but start a new chapter, a new job. 7-man job. So starting a new job of this show. It's kind of nostalgic, but it's also a way to help us to move like forward, you know. So not entirely sure how it's gonna work. We got some ideas for the next episode and everything, but it's basically what it is. It's a little glimpse of our family, and Dad said it would be like a sitcom. It's basically a sitcom. By and large, it's just fun and games. But hopefully, you'll just enjoy our company. That's really what it is. I've always enjoyed our company, and I think you will too. So anyway, enjoy 7-man job, and see you next time.